We're going to start on our backs in Supta Baddha Konasana. So all the way down to your mat. Bring the soles of the feet together, knees wide. If you need some little bit of help with your knees, go ahead and roll up a blanket or a pillow and just tuck it under the knees if it's just too much. Or if you need to, just straighten the legs out, however you'd like. Bring the left hand over your heart and the right hand over your belly. Begin to close your eyes or heavily lid, whichever you prefer. Take a deep breath into the nose here. Exhale out of your mouth. Sigh it out. Inhale deeply. Hold it for a beat. Exhale out of your mouth. A few more like that, inhaling through the nose and out of your mouth, just to get yourself ready and prepared for your practice, letting go of the day's worries. If you need to, you can wiggle the knees back and forth. A little bit of windshield wiper action. If you want to feel a little bit more, if it feels too passive, you can press the soles of the feet together a little bit more. All you really need to think about right now is your breath. And focus on the inhale, filling up the lungs, all the way through the collarbones, the chest. One more exhale out of the mouth. And now we'll begin to engage our Ujjayi breath with a slight constriction in the back of the throat, keeping the mouth closed for the inhales and the exhales. Begin to settle. Feel the waves of air on the inhale and the exhalation, the ebb and flow, filling all the way up the belly, the lungs, the chest, and exhaling it all the way out through the pelvic floor. Squeeze the breath out. Let go of any lists you might be making, things that need to be done. I promise you it'll be waiting for you when you're finished with your practice. So just be here with me right now. I'll take a couple more breaths here. Inhaling, filling up. Long exhale through the nose. One more. Now go ahead and bring the hands to the outsides of the thighs, bringing the knees together, and roll to one side. Either your right or your left, whichever feels best to you, coming to the fetal position. And slowly push yourself up to seated. And actually, let's just come to a tabletop position. So knees in line with the hips, shoulders in line with the wrists. And we're going to work on some contralateral balance here. So inhale, take the right arm, extend it out in front of you. Keep the shoulder blade plugged into the body. And then we're going to inhale, taking the left leg behind you. Now, notice that the feet the toes should be pointing towards the ground and the hips square. Right now, we're firing up our core and pulling that lower belly in through Mula Bandha. So inhale, extend. Stay for the exhale. Long neck, long spine. Inhale again. As we exhale, we're going to bring the knee in and the elbow in and curl in. Inhale, extend, look out. Exhale, curl in using the abdominals. Inhale, extend. Exhale, curl. One more, inhale. Exhale, curl. Inhale, bright, extend, lift up, gaze up. Exhale, right hand comes down to the mat. We're going right into the left side. So inhale the left arm up, and the right leg extends behind you. Again, finding your balance here, not dumping into the shoulder. Push out of the palm, and don't dump in the wrist either. Protect that wrist. Get that bone stack going on. So we're going to inhale, extend, find length in the neck and the spine. Exhale, curl in. Inhale, extend. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, extend. Exhale, knee to elbow. One more, extend. Exhale, curl in. On the next inhale, extend out, get bright, gaze up, lift up. Exhale, left hand to the mat, right leg down. Curl the toes under. Downward facing dog. Lift the hips high. Shimmy a little bit. Take your dog for a walk. Side to side. Maybe bend one knee then the other to get a calf stretch here. Pull the belly in. Let's don't blow out those front ribs. Keep them in. And breathe. Take one more breath here in down dog. Inhale. Exhale. And as we exhale, let's go ahead and walk our feet to the top of the mat, finding a forward fold here. You can reach for opposite elbows if you want a little bit of traction on the neck, clasping the hands behind the neck. Bend the knees as much as needed here. We're not trying to get in some kind of fancy fold here and blowing out our hamstrings. So lift the kneecaps again to protect the hamstrings, not exhausting them. If you want to just keep your hands down, go for it. Whatever feels good, just hang here, finding a bit of a lower back release. Just breathe. If you'd like to, you can sway side to side a bit, finding a little bit more opening in that lower back. Take one more breath in. Exhale, release, hands down. Inhale, we're going to find a flat back here. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold in. Let's do that again. Inhale, long spine, long neck if you need to. Bring the hands to the shins. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, rise slowly, vertebrae by vertebrae, arms overhead, reach up, Urdhva Hastasana. Look towards the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center. Close your eyes here for a couple breaths. At this point, if you'd like to set an intention for your practice or for your day, feel free to do so. Whether it's, hey, I'm going to have an awesome day today, or I already had an awesome day. Just breathe. Whether it's just to find some peace and comfort within yourself, or if with your practice you just want to have a little bit of ease with your effort, whatever that is, hold it and come back to it throughout your practice. One more inhale here, pressing the palms firmly together. Exhale, open the eyes, hands by the side, Tadasana, mountain pose. Surya Namaskar A, or call it Sun Salutation A. So inhale, arms overhead, keep the front ribs on the body. Exhale, fold in, tuck chin. Inhale, halfway lift, long spine. Exhale, plant the hands, step back into plank position. If you need to protect or, give support to the upper body, you can always drop the knees here. So the first one, we'll drop the knees, and we'll come down to Chaturanga, keeping our elbows in, keeping the shoulders above the elbows or in line with the elbows. Untuck the toes. Inhale into upward facing dog, lifting the thighs up off the mat, heart shining up. And exhale, tuck the toes under, downward facing dog. 3 breaths here. Inhale. Exhale through the nose. If we've lost our Ujjayi breath, let's get it back here. So keep breathing. Again, with that slight constriction in the back of the throat. That heats up our body, the tapas within, igniting that fire. Continue to inhale. Last one here. Exhale, step forward, walk the feet forward, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Arms overhead, gaze up. Exhale, fold it right in. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands or step or hop back. Chaturanga Dandasana, belly in. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Breathe. Again, belly in here, hips lifted high. Pushing out of the knuckle on the front, not the front, the index finger. Sorry about that. Breathe. Now inhale, we're going to spike up on the toes if you'd like, lifting to lower belly. Exhale, step, hop, or float to the top of the mat. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, long spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms overhead, reach, 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 reach. Exhale, fold it all in. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step or hop back, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog, heart shines. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take one more cycle of breath here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, the right leg behind you extends, keeping the hips square. Exhale, step the right foot forward. We're staying on the ball of the left foot here. We're rising to crescent lunge. If need be, drop the knee for more support, or for more of a challenge, straighten the back leg and finding strength in that back leg. We don't want to keep the knee bent too much because we want to find our strong crescent warrior here. Again, knee over, tracking over the front ankle, arms overhead with the shoulders tracking down the body. And what you want to find here is your containment. So rather, again, than dumping back and arching the back and really possibly hurting the sacrum, you want to keep the belly in with the long spine reaching through the crown of the head, arms overhead. Breathe. Notice where you feel it. You might find it opening here in the left hip flexor. Still having the scissoring action between the legs, lifting through the pelvic floor. Inhale, look up, touch the hands together. Exhale, surround the right foot. Step back, float the leg, or just go chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Right in that left side, lift the left leg up. Breathe here. Exhale, step the left foot forward between the hands. Rise, arms overhead. Again, if you need to drop that back knee, go for it. No judgment. Keep the compassion for yourself. If you'd like to, straighten that right leg and breathe. And notice where the sensations are coming up for you. Wherever it is in your body, be in your body. Send breath there. Knee tracking over the front ankle, keeping it in line. Again, don't hyperextend and have the knee past the ankle. I want to keep it in line and try to keep a nice straight line with that left leg. Inhale, touch the fingers together. Exhale, surround the front foot, step back, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe. If you need to, let's take a lion's breath here. So inhale through the nose. Exhale, stick the tongue out, open the mouth. There you go. Let it out. Let go. Inhale, extend the right leg behind you. We exhale, we're going to bring the knee into the nose and curl in, bringing the shoulders over the wrists. Inhale, extend behind you. Exhale, step the right foot forward and pivot and turn that back foot, and we're going to rise for warrior one. Again, finding our foundation with the left hip tracking forward and the right hip tracking back. And then we're going to transition into warrior two. So with that, rather than coming up and going into warrior two, we're going to come here and we're going to take the foot about 2 footprints in, heel toe it in, and we're going to slice open, now taking the back foot parallel to the back of the mat into our warrior two. Again, shoulders should not be up here, they should be down here. But not to where you're scrunching. You just want to find a little bit of ease with your effort. Breathe. Flip the front palm, we're going to reverse. So either keep the hand here above or below the knee or wrap it. Begin to take the arm overhead. Do not lose the lunge in the front knee. Breathe. And the gaze can be up, or if you have a wonky neck like me, I like to take my gaze to my back toe. I'm going to come into extended side angle. Take the elbow onto the front thigh or to the hand to a block inside the front foot, or bring the foot or the hand all the way to the mat and bring the arm overhead, reaching towards the top of the mat, finding extension from that back foot all the way to the front fingers, bringing the tailbone in, lifting up, and rather than dumping over, we want to spin that heart open, find extension. This is one of my favorite poses because it just opens up so much. Now using the core, we're going to lift back up into warrior two. Inhale, find length. Exhale, cartwheel the hands down, step back, chaturanga dandasana. Elbows in, inhale, lift up, warrior. Nope, upward facing dog. Tricked ya. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg extends behind you now. Exhale, knee to nose, curl it in. Inhale, extend. Exhale, step the left foot forward, pivot and turn that right foot. Rise for Virabhadrasana 1. Again, belly in. Left hip tracking back, right hip coming forward. And let's work with that transition we went through earlier. Heel toe the foot in a couple spots. Slice open, warrior two. Again, that back foot is now parallel to the back of the mat. Belly in, tailbone lengthening. Find your gaze. If you feel that you've lost your breath here, we're getting a little bit frantic, go ahead and extend to the exhale. Begin to flip the front palm, reverse your warrior. Again, not losing the lunge in the front knee. Don't ever put your hand right on your knee here. Go above, below, or wrap. Extended side angle. This time, again, you can either do your elbow to your quadricep, bring a block right here to bring the ground up further to you, or plant the hand and bring the arm overhead. Reach, find length. Take the gaze to the front hand, down below. Using your abs, lift into warrior two. Inhale, shine bright. Exhale, cartwheel down, turn the foot, step back, chaturanga. Or just meet me in downward facing dog. Let's take one more inhale here. Deep inhale. Exhale through the nose. Inhale, look forward, spike up on the toes. Exhale, step or shoot through to seated. Actually, let's go ahead and just lay down here. Take the arms overhead, with the arms reaching out overhead and the toes reaching the opposite direction, finding length, kind of like a good morning stretch. And then exhale, curl in, bringing the knees in, hugging in, giving yourself some love, maybe massaging the sacrum a bit by swaying back and forth. And slowly we'll begin to open, just like we're blossoming out like a flower. Slowly letting the legs fall open. No more work here to be done. Letting the arms fall open. Enjoying all the hard work that you did today. Surrendering. Melting into the mat, closing the eyes or heavily lidding them. Letting go of the Ujjayi breath and just finding the normal rhythm of your breath. Be still. Resist the urge to fidget or move. And release any tension. Now slowly begin to come back into your body, into the space. Deepening the inhale a little bit here. And sighing out of your mouth. Make the next inhale a little deeper, expanding the lungs. Exhale, sigh out of your mouth. Start to wiggle the fingers and the toes, circling the wrists and the ankles, rolling the head side to side gently, taking the arms overhead for that good morning stretch. And bring the knees into the chest, Curl in, giving yourself a hug, reminding yourself that you are loved. And when you're ready, go ahead and roll to one side, whichever side serves you best. In fetal positions, sitting here for a beat. And when you're ready, gently push yourself up. Yep, sometimes things fall over. Keeping the eyes heavily lidded or closed. Finding an easy seat here, Sukhasana. Grounding the sit bones into the earth. Keeping the hands on the earth here for a moment to remind us of our foundation, of the dirt from which we came. Breathe. And reach the arms overhead. Take the sightless gaze up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Tuck chin. We're going to take 3 breaths here. On the 3rd breath, we will chant Om. So inhale here. Exhale, open the mouth, sigh it out. Inhale through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. Inhale to chant. Bring the thumbs to the 3rd eye, the center of the forehead. For all that was and all that will be, but most importantly, all that is now. Be in it. With love, namaste. Thank you.